Sound check 1 2 1 2. Okay, so I want to apologize for that. It was kind of out of my hands. The stream just crashed in the middle of us doing things. Sometimes the internet connection does that, where your internet, you ever had that where your internet blanks out? But if you're streaming and your internet blanks out, it takes the stream down with it. Now, I just want to let you know I'm going to be taking a small break, not a big break, just a small break. We've been going for over 2 hours now. I like to take a break health wise. If you don't know if you're a streamer or you're going to be a streamer, every couple of hours you should try to get up, walk around, get some water, get a snack, something like that to stay healthy. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Take a small break and then I'll come back and we will be continuing our push to the playoffs. Before I go to break, let me upgrade these players right here. Juan Barrett, we're going to put this on run stopper. That way we can hold them in the playoffs. Just so we can see how many games we have left. Dakota Luck, I haven't been able to work him into the lineup. I got him. He's a rookie. He's hidden. So if we were still playing on 21, see how he's hidden. I don't know what he's gonna be. He might be good. And a punter, power punter. You can see how many games we have left. Okay, we're gonna have 1 game left. Let's just simulate past that. You notice how they took 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 5 million from us just for that
Start
game.
your week by installing your game plan.
When I come back from break, we will be playing this last game and we will be moving into the playoffs to see what's going to happen in the playoffs for us, and then probably simulating into next year to see what the finances look like next year. So I'll be right back after the break. All right, I am back. Just give me 1 second. I need to grab the cord for the Xbox controller because I don't want it to die on me midstream, and then I'm out of the controller. All right, I'm juiced up. I'm in here. Damn, 21 people on contracts. We ain't dealing with none of that. Say they have some end of the year stuff. Okay, so 15-0, 16-0 last game against the Bengals. Well, last game on the season. And we got Rob Gronkowski, Jesse Bates. Sorry, Jesse Bates. Okay, so let's see what they got on their side of the field. I'm gonna start doing. I used to do this for every game. I'm gonna start doing it again. So Joe Burrow is a superstar now, and Rob Gronkowski is a superstar. Okay. And then of course our list: Walt Compton under X Factors. Walt Compton, T.J. Watt, myself, Fletcher Cox, Derek Brown, and Matt Goodwin. Superstars: Quentin Nelson, Minka Fitzpatrick, J.C. Jackson, J.J. Watt, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, and Kerry Kincaid. In case you were wondering how the team is able to play the way it's playing, through a lot of draft picks, a lot of scouting. If you go back to the videos, I scout every week. Every week I scout all my points. When I go by the time I go to the playoffs, typically I have a whole season worth of scouting every week, 400 or 300 points, however much they give me. So when I get there, I'm scouted to like the 4th round. And then I trade, basically when I'm doing a relocation team, I advise trading all the players that you don't like for players that you do like. Even if they've been on that team for 10 years, so what? It ain't your team no more. Tonight.
From San Diego, California. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is why we run an adult channel, so that way I can tell y'all enjoy y'all drinks, enjoy y'all smokes.
It's San Diego taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'll tell you one thing. I love Madden, but if they don't get somebody in here to start saying the name of these damn teams,
National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and
see, that's what I'm saying with the Chiefs, too. That's why people are like, oh, you know, the Chiefs. The Chiefs is an amazing amount of players that now that they don't win Super Bowls, they're going to start losing them if they don't give them fair contracts. You see how Sammy Watkins left.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Okay. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
I ain't trying to be up here.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Not good because they still have Travis Kelce, who is an amazing tight end. I would say at the bare minimum, it's going to be easier playing
the
on that
final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Get him.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Because you got to think about it like this. If you meet the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl,
first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
So you got to prepare for him. You got to get your lineman ready.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
That's all me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The streak is on the line. 15 games. I'm worried more about the championship, but it would be nice to put that on.
Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good tackle.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
We switch up. Go back.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
I thought the play was going to get there. I hit him from me.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do it.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
See, what I got to stop doing is squandering away that first possession. Putting us in situations like now where we're trying to keep it going, playing behind.
On 2nd down now, Fulton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Let's play
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Let's do it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He rolls it in. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Great control. Great control.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 5 catches, 65 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Burrow. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Stupid.
Back at the
You're
6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up.
I'm pretty sure they're in the playoffs.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year.
Stupid.
We'll be back.
Jogging to the back. Why would you try to run for a pass directly up the middle with #1 defense? Like, I'm not even saying that to be like, yeah, we're the #1 defense. It's like literally the #1 defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And here comes throw #1 for the backup QB. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun is Luton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6. After a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? They go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Goal is tied the 2013 single-season touchdown record.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Oh, yeah.
And all
he
the
gone.
way in for the touchdown.
He waved his hand and everything.
Big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Luton. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Luton to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Working it out nicely,
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Luton. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Hey, here we go. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw